The EL614 is an electronic levelling rotating laser. It comes in the hard case and has a self-levelling range of 5 degrees. It's got an operating range of 350 metre radius or 700 metre working diameter with the included LR728mm receiver. The laser operates off both the included rechargeable battery and of course the charger or standard C-cell batteries in the battery caddy. To operate the laser, we simply press the power button. The laser is going to flash whilst it's levelling. Once it's level, it's going to begin to rotate. If it's outside of its levelling range, it will alarm and let you know. Once the laser is rotating, if it gets knocked or picks up any vibration, it will shut down, re-level and begin rotating again. Now that can be frustrating if you're working around earth moving equipment or in windy conditions, with the laser constantly shutting down. So for this, we've got the vibration wind sensor. This will desensitize the laser and stop it from shutting down so that now the laser will just continue to operate all the time. So if we turn the laser on and then the VWS button, the laser will begin to rotate straight away. If the laser needs to level, the button will flash, and once it's level, it will stay on. So now if the laser gets a knock or picks up any vibration, the laser will continue to rotate all the time. If the LED flashes, it means the laser is doing a quick re-level. If it's solid, it means no adjustments necessary. The tilt function there is a security feature. If we power the laser on and press the tilt button, the laser is going to flash whilst it's level, and once level, again begin to rotate. The LED will remain solid all the time. If the laser gets a knock, then this will flash as an indicate that the laser has been knocked. The laser will shut down and it will not start rotating again. You need to come back to the laser, press the tilt button to turn off the tilt function, let the laser re-level, put the tilt function back on again and go and get to work. You may want to go and check against your height marker to make sure the laser hasn't changed in its level. The other thing we do have there is the rotation speed control. The laser defaults on at 600 RPM and we can slow that down to 300, 150 a dot and back to 600. We would slow the laser down for increased visibility if we're using the laser inside. The LR728 is a millimetre receiver. In fact, it's a 0.5 millimetre receiver with an 80mm pickup range. We've got the LED display on both the front and the rear of that receiver. We've got magnets on the top, magnets on the side, so it's good for suspended ceiling or internal fit out structures, those sorts of things. The staff clamp that just bolts straight onto the receiver, so that's really nice and easy. As I said, we've got an 80mm pickup range here. Now the great thing about this receiver, it's going to read 20mm below or above that level indicator. Outside of that range, below and above, it's just going to read out. So when we power on the receiver, first of all note that it will power on with the rear lit display illuminated. Okay, we're also going to power on to, we've got our speaker here which is our volume control. It's going to power on to the volume control that was set the last time we're using the receiver. Then we have here the millimeters, the line with the arrow and the 1 next to it, and that is, it's in a 1mm detection window, so it needs to be within 1mm for that to flatline. That's dictated by the sensitivity button, and again it will power on to the sensitivity level that we had when we powered it off last time. So quickly we can change the volume with the volume button. If we toggle that, again now there's no speaker, which means it's a silent receiver. That's standard volume and back to loud. Then if we look at the sensitivity button there, so we are showing with the 1mm, we're in 1mm sensitivity. If we press that button once, it's going to show us the sensitivity we're on. Press it a second time, it puts it to 2mm sensitivity, 5mm sensitivity, 10mm sensitivity, 0.5mm sensitivity, and then back to 1mm sensitivity. So what am I going to use that sensitivity range for? Well, it depends on the accuracy you're after on the job. So if you're an earth mover and you're measuring hard stand, you don't want it on 0.5mm sensitivity. You could put it on a little bit of hard stand, a little bit of rock that's 8mm high, and it's going to take your levels out. If we took that out to a 10mm sensitivity, all of a sudden now it's getting us within level range for earth moving situations. When we're concreting or so forth, we might want to run that down to to a 1 mil or 2 mil sensitivity. We're doing window installation, we're going to run that down as fine as possible at a 0.5 mil sensitivity. So then if we look at the units, it gives us millimeters or inches, and of course comes with a staff clamp to attach that to your staff.